What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We have a kit reveal and designer insight today. Before I get into these, please make sure to hit that like, subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. And I kind of want to talk about where I've been the last couple weeks. After the final Grand Arena, at which I did hit Kyber, life kind of picked up. Work got really hectic for me, and doing the single parent thing kind of was a little challenging with a lot of stuff going on at school and stuff. But I'm back. I have some content to talk about, so let's get into it. So General Hux gets his ship, Finalizer. We all kind of saw it coming. Basic ability, Lay Waste. Final attacks is deal physical damage to a target enemy. If target enemy is hunted, deal physical damage a second time, or deal damage a second time. Target ally gains critical damage up for 2 turns if they're first order, and they're also called to assist, doing 30% less damage. I kind of like how they have the command ship with two TIE pilots out there, which is really sad because I'm barely scratched the surface on getting my first order TIE pilot and SF TIE pilot unlocked, let alone their ships. But it happens. Second one is Quell, cooldown of 2. Deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict offense down and target lock for 3 turns. If targeted resistance are hunted, those effects can't be resisted. Having target lock and offense down would be nice, especially with some of these high potent offense ship lineups. Ravage, cooldown of 4. Deal physical damage to all enemies. This attack deals 100% more damage for each hunted enemy. So right off the top, I'm thinking get everybody hunted as quickly as possible to get that Ravage ability to 100%, and that's going to be awesome. I already love the animation here for the Extinguish Hope special ability. It's the ultimate. All hunted enemies lose 35% turn meter, and target enemy becomes hunted until they are defeated, which can't be copied, dispelled, prevented, or resisted. Then deal physical damage to target enemy. First order allies gain defense, penetration, and offense up for 2 turns. Can't be evaded, and is available at the start of battle. Holy smoke! So you have a special, an ultimate, on a 3-turn cooldown at the start of the battle. That's going to give defense pen and offense up for 2 turns. Can't be evaded. I thought Holdo's ability was awesome. This is also awesome. I like the animation. It's not as cool as Holdo's, but it's up there in my opinion. Haunted is dealing 75% less damage without turn attacks and can't gain bonus turn meter, which is nice. Because there's a lot of ships that do out of turn attacks and gain extra turn meter, so being hunted is going to make that really easy to counter. Unique 2 steps ahead. Final text at the start of battle. Finalizer gains 15 speed for each other active first order ally until end of the first turn. All first order allies active at the start of battle have 50% max health and have the reinforcement ability activated. Debuffs from these abilities won't be inflicted. First order allies regain 25% health when they are critically hit, or when they critically hit an enemy. If a first order ally defeats a hunted enemy, that ally gains 25% critical damage, stacking up to 5 times until the end of battle. Holy smokes. So I almost look at this right off the top of, I'm going to want 1 ship essentially to try to gain that 25% critical damage as often as possible. Maybe 2 ships and stack it up, so kind of let that ship get that final damage. And the reinforcement bonus, gain advantage for 2 turns. If the reinforcement is first order, they also gain 25% critical damage until the end of battle, and Finalizer gains 30% turn meter. So right off the top, really looking to get those first order ships as part of the lineup for the Finalizer, which kind of makes sense. They did the same thing for Holdo, wanting to get the resistant ships out there as often as possible. But I'm really liking this starting ability, or starting the ultimate on the beginning of the game, essentially using it turn 1, 3-turn cooldown. By the time the offense up, or the crit damage and offense up and defense pen for 2 turns. Warriors down, you're gonna be able to get it next turn. So this right here, I think, is gonna be a huge counter to quite a few teams out there. I don't know if it's gonna do anything for you know, drawing a blank right now, General Grievous or General Kenobi, but I think this might do something for the Holdo fleets that might be out there, or the Admiral Akbar fleets, and definitely the lesser fleets out there. So this Finalizer sounds cool. I'm excited, and it's first order, so who doesn't like some first order ships? But I'm going to switch over to the Insider, Developer Insider on it. Kind of already go along with the Finalizer's new first order ship. Natural for synergizes with first order fleets and grants offense, which is very evident in what I saw with Holdo ship being very defensive, first order very offensive. Kind of works out with how they play off each other. It says alongside Radis, Finalizer is useful as a secondary fleet in territory wars and Grand Arena. So I don't like how they have secondary fleet, unless they're looking at it as fact of, you know, your defense or your backup fleet, which kind of irks me a little bit, because I was kind of hoping for more of a upbeat out of, you know, hey, use this ship in your Grand Arenas is going to be a contender, but I guess we don't get that. So as that new debuff, Hunted, talking about the 75% less damage. I still can't get over this ultimate starts off cooldown. That's so awesome. So they kind of get the inspiration from Force Awakens when they Poe and Finn were escaping the TIE Fighter, or the TIE Fighter. So that's where you definitely saw the ultimate ability come in, for those that haven't seen it. Really like it. I'm kind of excited. And they also pulled inspiration from Galaxy's Edge, which I have yet to be at or go to. Plan is here in the next couple of years trying to make it out there with the kids. I'm pretty sure they would like it. They're big Star Wars fans. So some strategy tips. They want to talk about using that ability first. So I'm glad they talk about it, even though I'm pretty sure if you have an ultimate ability, you're going to want to use it first anyway. They almost turned off all the Finalizer's other abilities so you couldn't forget, but decided that was too drastic. That would have been funny if everything else was grayed out or X'd out and you had to start using the ultimate. But it makes sense to use the ultimate first, just by giving that ship hunted until the end of battle or until it's defeated. Too easy. Defeat hunted ships with TIE Silencer, or at least a first order ship. Silence is the most effective choice to finish off enemies, since it already has that scaling offense built into its kit and generate. So I instantly thought TIE Silencer when I was talking about the just reading the kit, and how it synergizes the offense up, giving it the silencer between the stuns and the special. I really like that idea, and I think I'm going to try to focus on that personally myself once I get my ships up and running in that sense. They also wanted to funnel turn meter to command shuttle, which I definitely need to work on, but I did just get my Stormtrooper up to 7 stars, so that should help out significantly with my command ship. So fleet suggestions: want all the first order ships in the starting lineup to get as bonus speed and reinforcement bonuses as possible. There's no dedicated tank to this faction, as there isn't one for resistance as well. Once fully upgraded, you have all the first order ships in your lineup. The Finalizer will go before the enemy capital ship due to the speed boost and 2 steps ahead. So I wonder how bad it's going to be if you don't have all first order ships out there. So I'm thinking if they have an offensive heavy, if you're going up against an offensive heavy counterpart or counter, if they get to go first, then you're kind of screwed. So they kind of do, it almost seems like they're kind of handcuffing you into the having a full first order lineup. In testing, the Houndstooth was actually better as a reinforcement in our experience. This enabled the Finalizer to start with additional speed and triggered more reinforcements abilities. I mean, I like that idea. I just don't know if some of the ships are going to be able to withstand the initial onslaught from some of these fleets. I don't know yet, because I don't have like finalized fleet battles out there, finalized fleets. But you know, based off the reinforcements here, they say First Order TIE Pilot, Evan Hawk, Houndstooth, Lando's Millennium Falcon, or young Lando's Millennium Falcon, TIE Silencer, First Order TIE Fighter, and Kylo Ren's command shuttle. So those are the suggested ships. Excuse me, for the Synergy. So I'm excited for this ship. I'm really curious to see how it works as I get this frog out of my throat. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Please make sure you hit that like, subscribe button, and until next time, have a good one.